There's an idea that there are only 7 basic plots and that every medium tells a variety of different stories in many different ways, but if you strip everything down, they all match one of the 7 basic plots, and I feel like that also applies to YouTube. And the basic YouTube video I've picked today is alcohol. Let's talk about drinking. It's no secret, I'm fond of a little drink.
Hillary Clinton.
Or 2.
Brexit! Why?
I think it mostly comes from growing up surrounded by positive attitudes towards alcohol. So my parents and their friends would drink at our house and they'd get responsibly tipsy, or, you know, sometimes they'd refuse drinks and sometimes I'd see them pick a designated driver and they'd reject drinks outright. My parents were so rarely drunk that I only have 2 recollections of it, and they're both hilarious. One of them is my dad at a wedding, rolling down a hill primary school style with my aunt. Like, they're dressed in finery and they're just rolling, tumbling down this hill and then cackling at the bottom of it. He did vomit in a bush, but... And the other is my mum having a deep conversation with our cat about how we'd run out of food for her. We hadn't, she just had her head in the wrong box. She literally had her head in a box of cat food. Sorry, Mum. When my brothers and I asked if we could have a sip, they would happily allow us one under their supervision, and I think because of that, it was never glamorized to us. It was never like forbidden fruit. So when the time came for me to get drunk at house parties as a teenager, I didn't rebel because there was nothing to rebel against. When I first got drunk, I just turned 15, which is really very young, but I was at my friend's house party and the most drunk I got was finding the twinkly lights of the cars passing on the distant motorway very beautiful. Do you know what? There's a plethora of how to be drunk and how to drink videos on YouTube, and I'm sure most of them are in the related videos if the algorithm is doing its job, and I'll link some below. Instead, I reckon I'll talk about my attitude towards alcohol generally, because while I do drink a lot, I very rarely drink to get drunk. There are occasions where I'm having a really long, hard day and I think I can't wait to go home and have a nice, crisp glass of white wine or a gin and tonic or a whiskey, and I'm not looking at it as a way to take the edge off. I'm looking at it as something that I'll enjoy the taste of. For me, it's the same as looking forward to a slice of cake. It's a treat to enjoy at the end of the day, but like every treat, it should be treated with moderation. Like, I'm not gonna go home and eat a whole cake. I'm not gonna go home and drink a whole bottle of wine. If I've got friends coming over for dinner, we'll share a bottle of wine. If I go to the pub, we'll have a pint and we'll enjoy it slowly over the course of a couple of hours, and more often than not, to be honest, I'll have a soft drink. Even when I'm out clubbing, I might have 1 or 2, I might have a couple of shots, but I've been clubbing and not touched a drop of alcohol because I'm having a good time anyway, and that's a really good psychological thing. I go to a club for the music, I go to a club for the dancing, I don't go to a club just to get smashed. Essentially, I don't associate my good times with drink. I have a good time when I'm on a night out or having a cozy night in, and alcohol can be a part of that. It can be a fun part of that, but it isn't a key part of it. I think there's something so freeing about seeing alcohol like that, like knowing that it's fun, but knowing that it doesn't define fun. I think seeing it as a treat for me allows me to drink for pleasure, drink casually, or sometimes just not. I think there is a certain freedom and there is a certain power in getting rid of the societal belief of what alcohol is and what alcohol can be, and making your own decision. And ultimately, that's what having an adult lifestyle, a healthy adult lifestyle, is all about. It's about responsibility, it's about choosing things, it's about knowing yourself and knowing that the choice that's right for you is different to the choice that's right for someone else. It is important to remember that everyone's experience is individual and everyone is going to have their own response. And I think the best way to have a healthy relationship with alcohol is to have a healthy, positive conversation about that. So please, by all means, use the comments below to share your experiences, share your stories, your tips, anything like that. Just look after yourselves and each other. 2 Jerry Springer references. Jesus. Be good, be thoughtful, be careful. Bye-bye.